What exactly is a physics check sphere? So a physics check sphere is another way to create a sphere to detect items or game objects or something like that. So you can use a sphere collider instead as a trigger and get a similar result, but this is, I think, more of a light way to do it and not have to have it and manage the components on the game object. You could do this from the script and just call it there. So let's go ahead and program one of these. So if we go into our update method, we're going to say if physics.CheckSphere, and you have other options here. You can create a box or a capsule, but we're just talking about spheres for right now. But the logic will be the same. And transform.position. So we're going to get the location of the game object that this is attached to, and then we can set our radius. So let's say I set the radius to 5. And we can actually visualize this if we do an on-draw gizmos. So now we'll be able to see gizmos at runtime. And we can say, or this gizmo at runtime, I should say. And we can say debug dot, sorry, that's wrong. Gizmo dot draw sphere. And it wants to know where the center is, and the center is transform.position, and the radius is 5. So we can kind of visualize this now. Have it open. And we can add right here a debug.log, and we can say something is here. All right, now if we go back and we add that to a game object in our scene, so let's duplicate our cube here. We'll put one over here, and then on this cube, we'll add the physics check. So physics check sphere. And right when I add it, you can already see there is the gizmo that it's drawing. So that is our zone for how big our sphere is. And if we go into here, we can actually just say float sphere radius. And we'll make that public so we can edit it outside. And then replace these with sphere radius. Go back. And now inside of here, if we just start dragging this, you can see that it changes sizes in real time. But if we press play, you'll see something is here. It's detecting itself. So to prevent that from happening, I think, or is there's a light there? Hold on. It may not be detecting itself. I'm not sure if it does that or not. It does detect itself. So it sees itself right now, and that's why it's saying something is here. So in order to fix that, we can just create a layer. We don't have to create a layer. We can just say that we want our object in here to ignore raycast. Or if we're only looking for a specific layer, so say we're looking for water, that'd probably be a better example here. And then we can say comma, and we want to do layer mask. So the easiest way to do this is say public layer mask layer we are looking for. And then here we just say layer we are looking for. So now it's only going to detect the layer that we're trying to find. So if we go back in here, so we got water set on this. Press play. Notice the console stops. It does not say something is here anymore. But if we drag this over, it won't work because I didn't set it. So in here, we need to set our layer to water. Now if we press play, you notice it doesn't say anything. If we go back to the scene, we drag our cube, we bring it in, and now it's looking for water. And it does detect every frame because we have it running in the update. But this is a great way to check for if enemies are in range or something like that. You can put a sphere around something and have it constantly detecting if there's something in or near it that matches the layer that you're looking for. And this does have one more overload. So if we put another comma here, we have the option to set a query trigger interaction. And essentially what that means is we can go into here, say query trigger interaction, and we can bring up and say if it's going to be ignored or if it's going to be allowed to collide and report those trigger hits. Like I don't think it'll actually collide with anything, but it'll report that there has been a collision on collider like checks. And then there's use global, which is what is set as default across the application. All right, I hope that this helps. And if you have any questions, please put in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Just want to take a quick moment to shamelessly promote myself. I have a game coming out on Steam on November 23rd called Survive the Uprising. It's a silly game. It's a wave-based survival where the machines have come to life and you can buy guns and upgrade equipment and things like that to fight off the waves until you can face up to the boss and defeat the level. If that's up your alley, please wishlist it, or even if you just want to support the channel, I would really appreciate it.